So I recently saw the movie Basket Case, which is from the same director that directed Brain Damage, which is a movie that I really enjoy. I liked Basket Case too, though not as much as Brain Damage. Brain Damage has much better effects. The effects in Basket Case are good, but they've got a really good puppet that they use, but then other times they use this stop motion effect, and that looks really bad. Like, it takes you out of the movie because of how goofy it looks, and the puppet that they use is really creepy looking, and they didn't need to use the stop motion. They could have filmed the scene in a different way to utilize the puppet that they already had, but the way that it looks is just so stupid looking, and I really wish that they would have done it a different way. There's also some terrible ADR in it that just sounds awful. There's some scenes that just, it's the most obvious dubbing I've ever seen in a movie. And they've got this one scene where it's just this super obvious loop where the kid says, "Oh God, no, please! Oh God, no, please, no!"
Help! Help! No! Stop fighting, goddammit! We're just going into the dining room, Dwayne. Now stop it!
This won't hurt, Dwayne. I promise you, this won't hurt.
God, no, help! Help! No! No! Dwayne, hold still! No!
Don't fight. We're only trying to help you.
This is my own gun.
You've got to hold him still.
Goddammit! No!
It's like, why did you record it that way? Why didn't you, do something different instead of that? Why? It just seems so unnecessary and lazy, and it's just, that was really glaring and irritating. The acting is pretty bad. I mean, it's not awful. I've seen worse, but it's a really low-budget movie, so I think for what they had, they found the best actors they probably could. No one is well-known at all, so I think that that's not that big of a deal. It doesn't ruin the movie at all. The characters I liked. They had this John Waters-y quality to them, where they're, quirky, but they're also kind of, outcasts and weirdos, which I really liked. It felt like if John Waters, helped write a horror movie or something. I thought that was a very interesting aspect to it. It's a really creepy premise, and I think that if they just took more time, it could have been a lot better. There's this one scene that they do 3 times. It's the same scene that they repeat 3 different times, where the monster will murder someone and then, run away, and then all the tenants will run up to see, what the struggle was about, what the screaming was, and then the manager will come up and see the dead body and, shoo everybody away, oh, there's nothing to see here. And they do it the same way 3 different times, and it's what were they, padding the runtime? What was that about? It was just really weird, and it felt like it was, just lazy writing, and that really bothered me. I think it's a pretty good movie overall, though. I think if I had to rate it out of 10, maybe a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Mostly technically, it's good, except for, the effects and dialogue that I mentioned. But, yeah, I'd still check it out. It's a really unique, interesting concept, so, yeah, I'd recommend it.